And welcome in, just about ready for the first pitch of Game 3 this afternoon. We've got the Davis Darts taking on the Lehi Pioneers. The Darts have not lost. If they win, they'll advance to the 6A championship game. If Lehi wins, it'll force a do-or-die game tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 p.m. here at UCCU Ballpark. Caleb Weaver starting on the mound for the Darts. Weaver making his 5th appearance. He's 1-1 with a 6.3 ERA. The Lehi lineup, much the same as it was earlier today. Leadoff hitter, senior shortstop Mays Madsen hitting .371, followed by the right fielder Boston Draculich. Cole Ybarra playing first base and hitting third. Dawson Brown, the center fielder, is in the cleanup spot. Brandon Manukin behind the plate hitting 5th. In the 6th hole, it's the freshman designated hitter Jake Welch. Batting 7th will be the second baseman Ozzie Williams. In the 8th hole, third baseman Cooper Williams. And in the 9 spot, left fielder Gavin Yates. So Mays Madsen coming to the plate. You see the Pioneers have switched from the white tops trimmed in purple that they wore earlier this morning in our 11 a.m. first pitch. They've still got the white pants, but a black top now with purple numbers trimmed in gold. Left-handed hitting Madsen steps into the box. And Mays Madsen takes strike 1 from Caleb Weaver. So I am Brian Priest, joined as always by Mike Matthews for the 6A High School Playoff Baseball Championships. Mike, how you doing this afternoon? What are you looking for in this one?
Yeah, I'm looking for Davis to come out and just try and be aggressive from the start. They know that Lehi's already played the game today. They've already went through an emotional toll playing that game at 11 o'clock this morning. They also know that there's a bit of momentum that comes with playing a little bit more sometimes. However, fatigue does set in. So I'm looking for Davis to try and jump all over it in the beginning here. If you're Lehi, you want to come out and you want to be aggressive and play on the momentum from the win this morning, I expect to see a pretty good game out of both teams.
Counts 2-2 on Madsen. That pitch in the dirt runs the count full to the first hitter of the ball game. Madsen hitting the ball well earlier this morning. Lines the ball out to center field, and the catch is made. That's Owen Talbot underneath it. I'll give you the defensive alignment. For the Darts, it's Carter Garrett in left field, Owen Talbot in center. And Boston Draculich in right field. Cam Moody, the freshman, starting at third base. Tyson Baggett at short. Jackson Marble at second. And Wally Grant at first. Brody McGuire behind the plate once again. Catching Caleb Weaver, here's Boston Draculich. Bouncer to third. Strong throw across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. Oh, yeah. So Caleb Weaver on the mound for the Davis Darts, retires the first 2 batters he faces today. Now looking at Cole Ybarra.
Good job by Weaver to come out and throw strikes and challenge the hitters. Induce 2 quick outs.
Ybarra takes ball 1. So a quick correction on the defensive alignment for the Darts. As these games come quickly in the state tournament, it's Tyson Baggett in left field, Carter Garrett in right. Ybarra back into the box. He's hitting .353 this season. Fly ball deep left field. Going back on it at the wall. It hits off the top of the wall. Extra bases for Kolyabare. He pulls up into second base with a 2-out double. That might be the best hit ball we've seen all day.
Yeah, and definitely want to say that first batter in his first swing hit the fly ball to center field. It was hit extremely well. What we've seen earlier in the games is that ball has kind of died. In our case, that ball was hit well enough the center fielder actually took 2 steps back before he caught it. And now we've just seen another batter hit a ball off the wall in left field. We're starting to see the ball travel more than we have seen in the past day, about 6 games. That's by far the best we've seen the ball travel off the bat.
Dawson Brown, ball in the dirt, bounces away. Throw down to third, not in time. Ibarra advances to third. First run of the game just 90 feet away for the Pioneers.
I love how aggressive Lehi is being right now. They have played a game. A lot of times playing games in this type of situation, it'll take a little bit of that nervous edge off and allow you to play a little bit more loose. Yes, it does. There is a fatigue factor, and yes, there's a pitching factor along with it. But sometimes when you play more games in this situation, become more comfortable. Davis, you know you're sitting pretty because you got to lose 2 games, but you don't want to give Lehi any momentum to start taking over this game early.
Dawson Brown looks at that strike. It's now 2-1 on Brown. He's hitting .358 this season. And another thing, I wonder if it'll make any difference for Lehi, and we talked about it very briefly, but just the body clock and timing. You know, you're not used to playing at 11 o'clock, but a 4:30, 5 o'clock first pitch, the body feels right. It's ready for that.
Yep.
Popped high out to first base. Wally Grant calls for it. The wind moving that ball around, but Grant makes the catch. So 3 outs. We're through 1/2 inning of play at UCCU Ballpark. We'll be back with the lineups for the Darts. You're watching high school baseball on KSLSports.com. Bottom half of the first inning here at UCCU Ballpark. The Davis Darts coming to the plate against the Lehi Pioneers. They'll be facing Ryder Aki. Aki making his 5th appearance. He hasn't given up an earned run this season, but he's only thrown 7 1/3 innings, so we'll keep an eye on Aki and how deep he's able to go into this ball game. For the Darts, Caleb Weaver, the starting pitcher, is leading off, followed by Owen Talbot, the senior center fielder. In the 3 hole is Wally Grant playing first base. Batting cleanup is the second baseman Jackson Marble. Following Marble is Brody McGuire catching. In the 6 hole, Carter Garrett playing right field. Cayman Sanchez, the shortstop, is batting 7th. Strider Prouse, the designated hitter. And in the 9 spot, Tyson Baggett, the left fielder. As Weaver looks at ball 1 from Ryder Aki. One and one now on the Davis leadoff hitter. Weaver starts the day hitting .337. Behind 1 and 2 against Aki. Fouled back to the screen, counts 2-2. Just over the head of a leaping second baseman. The leadoff single for Caleb Weaver. Well struck ball. Weaver is aboard for Owen Talbot, hitting .458.
And Davis picking up right where they left off. Good hitting, opposite field. That's exactly what we want to see. Davis come in, execute their game plan, put ball in play, hit the ball where it's pitched. That's made them successful thus far in the tournament.
This is a rematch of yesterday's game. It was a 5-3 Davis win. The Darts scored 3 in the 4th. Lehi answered with 3 of their own in the 5th inning. Then in the top of the 7th, the Darts scored 2 to pick up the W. The high fly ball left field. Catch is made by Gavin Yates. So Owen Talbot is retired, bringing Wally Grant to the plate.
Yeah, it's always fun to see these rematches because these teams have seen each other now. They've just got a little bit more familiar. I mean, case in point of our last game with Mountain Ridge Riverton, they have seen each other a lot. So a lot of those pitchers and those hitters have all seen each other, and so you start seeing a little different style of baseball. Lehi and Davis here, I think we're going to see a pretty consistent effort by Lehi to try to jump ahead of hitters, and we may see some pitching fluctuations from Lehi to try to keep Davis off balance.
Grant looks at strike 1. Hitting .372 this year. After Grant, it'll be Jackson Marble. Pitch misses outside. Working deliberately here in the bottom of the 1st inning is Ryder Aki. There's a single through the hole on the left side. So a pair of singles sandwiched around a fly out. The Darts have 2 on and 1 down.
Yeah, and you can see the approach at the plate for Davis. They are patient hitters. They're looking for their pitch. They understand that they're likely going to get a pitch to hit in the first 3 pitches, and when they get it, they're timing it up correctly and taking the ball wherever it is pitched. That was a great opposite field poke.
Jackson Marble to hit now. Marble swinging from the right side. Marble hitting .323 this season.
That might be the first pitch on the outside corner we haven't seen called today. Great pitch by Aki.
Marble went 2 for 4 yesterday. Bouncer up the middle. Good play by the shortstop, a barehanded. Wow! What a defensive effort by the Pioneers. The shortstop, Mays Madsen, ranges behind the second base bag, gloves the ball, flips to Ozzie Williams, who catches it with his bare hand, steps on the bag, and makes a strong throw to first to retire the side. We head to the 2nd inning. Still scoreless in Orem. You're watching high school baseball on KSLSports.com.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spending Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual yield on your account balances and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. But great rewards are just the beginning at Tab Bank. We've got convenient online mobile banking and no hidden or complex qualification requirements. Remember, 0 minimum opening account balance and no account fees. It's a big deal at Tab Bank. Remember, FDIC. Caleb Weaver still on the mound, facing Brandon Manukin, the catcher, leading off. Both teams stranded a runner in scoring position in the first inning. Mnookin yesterday hitting out of the 9 spot went 1 for 3. His lone hit was a double to right center field. It's a 1-1 pitch. Pulls it to third. Up with it is Cooper Williams. The throw is high. Pulls the first baseman off the bag. Brandon Mnookin is going to reach. Likely going to go down as an E5 throwing error from third baseman Cam Moody. The freshman third baseman, the throw offline. It's a good play by the first baseman, Wally Grant, to go up and get it, preventing extra bases.
Well, we talked about in the last game of that throw from across the diamond, the freshman third baseman feeling like he has to air it out to get it there in time. That might be a great opportunity. Oh!
And he's picked off immediately. So the error is erased. It's the second pickoff we've seen in the last 2 days. What a move by Caleb Weaver.
A nice job by Weaver there. Caught him leaning just enough. Great throw, great tag.
Jake Welch at the plate. Welch squares around, pulls it back, takes ball 1. Welch was 0 for 3 yesterday. Sitting in the cleanup spot on Tuesday, drops down to the 6 hole this afternoon. Roller to short, bag it, good throw, 2 down. There's Ozzie Williams.
That ball was hit kind of in between velocity. It wasn't hit really hard, wasn't hit really soft. He had to wait for it, make a quick exchange, and a hard throw across the diamond. Great play by the shortstop.
Williams batting .337. 1 for 3 yesterday afternoon. Takes strike 1. Appeal down to third, not able to check his swing, so in a hole, 0-2.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you see a swing like that, you know you've got the hitter completely fooled. Great pitch.
And Weaver misses outside. Looks like he just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Yeah, that's a classic case of a pitcher looking at home plate going 0-2, going, oh yeah, I'm going to get this guy right here. Gears up way too much, throws it way high and outside.
Popped up left field. Ranging over is the shortstop, making the grab. So 1-2-3 inning authored by Caleb Weaver. We head to the next half inning, still scoreless here in Orem. You're watching high school baseball on KSLSports.com. And welcome back. Bottom of the second inning, Davis Darts coming to the plate. Big Brody McGuire hitting .361 this season. McGuire facing Ryder Aki. Aki in his second inning of work. First pitch swinging, fly ball center field. See a good route taken by Dawson Brown.
Yeah, Dawson Brown with good speed in center field, tracking that ball down, making it look easy.
Carter Garrett gets his first at-bat this afternoon. He's hitting .380.
Oh. Ball thrown completely over the top of Garrett, ducking down. I believe we saw that yesterday. Mountain Ridge, ball thrown over the back of one of their players, hit the bat for a foul ball. That one just went completely over the batter.
Garrett was 2 for 4 against the Darts yesterday. or for the Darts against Lehi. Had one double and an RBI.
Umpire looking for another ball.
May not have had enough.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-1. Roller to second. Easy play for Williams. 2 down.
It's something I came across when I was playing in college and talking to some of the players more lately. There are certain little things that umpires like, and if you can cater to the umpire a little bit, not that he'll just give you calls because they'll be objective and call how they were supposed to call the games, but it just makes it a lot easier for an umpire. We knew a couple umpires that like to have at minimum 3 balls in their ball bag at all time, and we had a player, his entire job was just to make sure that there was enough balls for the umpire.
First pitch swinging deep, fly ball to center field. One of the deepest parts of the ballpark. Dawson Brown makes the grab. 3 up, 3 down. In the bottom of the second inning, we head to the third. Still scoreless in Orem. You're watching high school baseball on KSLSports.com. Are you ready to unlock your full athletic potential? At Athletic Potential, we specialize in helping athletes conquer pain, recover faster, and achieve peak performance. Whether you're a professional, collegiate, high school, travel ball, or recreational athlete, our tailored approach ensures you're stronger, faster, and more resilient. From personalized physical therapy to sport-specific performance training, we guide you every step of the way. Plus, with remote coaching options, expert support is always within reach. Don't let injuries hold you back. Visit athletic-potential.com to schedule your free consultation today and take the first step towards your best performance yet. Leading off, top of the third inning for the Pioneers. Third baseman Cooper Williams, right-handed hitter. Williams hitting .288. He was 1 for 3 in the loss yesterday. Takes ball 1. Now ahead 2-0 in the count. Looks at strike 1. Williams was 1 for 2 this morning in the Pioneers' 8-1 win over Harriman. He scored twice. Also reached after a hit by pitch.
Good job by Weaver here to get back into this count. 2-2 now. Those last 2 pitches, you can tell he was just had more intent behind him, wanted to challenge the hitter. Good job by Weaver.
Pitch misses high, runs the count full. After Williams, it'll be Gavin Yates. Then we'll flip the lineup over back to Mays Madsen. Oh, Williams gets hit on the elbow. That one hurts. You can hear that one up here. So Cooper Williams doing his part to get on base for Gavin Yates. Yates 2 for 3 in game 1 today. Came around to score twice. Reached on a bunt single early in the ball game. We'll see if Lehi is trying to employ the small game right now. And he does square around, puts a beautiful bunt down. A picture-perfect sacrifice, and the ball is dropped. The pitcher, Caleb Weaver, fielded that ball through to first, and it was just a low throw. Wally Grant unable to handle it. That's going to be an error.
Yeah, you've seen Wally Grant pick balls thrown at full speed. The pitcher Weaver picked up that ball, went to throw it to first, but took a lot off of it. You could tell he was pretty tentative on his throw. And when that happens, it really messes with your first baseman's ability to be able to pick a ball. As a pitcher, you want to be able to come up and feel confident on those throws. And sometimes you don't feel that confident, so you do a throw like that, which then throws off your first baseman. Unfortunately for Davis, that's going to allow for both runners to be safe no outs and 2 runners on.
And that's why you'll see it at higher levels of baseball. You'll see a lot of pitchers being taught now, if they have any opportunity to take a couple of steps toward the bag and underhand it. So because your mechanics are so geared toward pitching when you're trying to take it off, it can be hard for some guys.
Oh, it can be really difficult. That's why you'll see a lot of the pitchers that they'll actually make their best throws when they're hurried or they have to be athletic, right? Balls that are difficult plays, they'll make way better throws on those. No time to think, come up and gun them out at first. On those are the ones that are hard because you have enough time to think about it and enough time that you feel like you have to gear it down. And what you've seen is you'll make errors more than likely.
So Mays Madsen will hit, nobody down, 2 on. Lehi trying to get on the scoreboard first. See if Caleb Weaver can atone for that error. Madsen's been swinging a hot bat today. Takes strike 1. The runner takes off to third. Good throw. He's out.
Yeah, mass confusion right here. Third base coach talking to the runner who just got thrown out. Uncertain. That was definitely a misread by someone there.
But not exactly what Lehi is looking for. Not sure why Cooper Williams didn't slide on that play. Either way, 1 down now. Gavin Yates still at first base for Madsen. Fouls a pitch out of play. In the 8-1 win over the Mustangs, Madsen was 3 for 4. Reached all 4 times he came to the plate, reaching on an error. He singled twice and had a 2 RBI double. He's nothing for 1 in this game, flying out to center field to lead off. Whirls and throws to first. Yates back in safely. Madsen hitting .371. Fouled straight back.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, you watched the last game with Mountain Ridge and Riverton, there were not a lot of steal attempts. We saw a few successful steal attempts, but not a lot of pressure on the base pass. I'd like to see Lehi coming out here trying to run. They just had the mistake, however, but still, I like the aggressive in the base pass and making Davis make good plays to get outs.
Another throw to first. Yates back in safely. Oh, 2 count, 1 down here in the top of the third. Madsen takes ball 1. Counts 1 and 2 now for Madsen. Crowd beginning to fill in here at UCCU ballpark. And Madsen strikes out swinging.
Great pitch by Weaver there. Ahead in the count. Challenges him with a pitch off speed and down, breaking out of the strike zone. Great pitch for that second out of the inning.
Now it's up to Boston Draculich, the right fielder, hitting .290. Runner takes off. Strong throw right on line. Safe. The call on the field is safe. Looked like the ball beat him. Gavin Yates gets the steal. Runner in scoring position now for Draculich on an 0-1.
Yeah, bang, bang play at second base. Great tag, great throw. And right there is why you put pressure on the base paths.
Oh, yeah.
So now you got a runner in scoring position with 1 or 2 outs.
Big play by Gavin Yates right there, getting himself into scoring position. All Draculich needs to do is lift the ball into the outfield for a base hit. Yates will be moving on contact, but Draculich behind 0-2. Popped foul. Count remains 0-2. Draculich can reach. Cole Ybarra will hit.
Well, and I think you've got to give a little bit of credit here to Weaver. He's had quite a few things happen this inning. He's been able to maintain composure. Some have been for his cause and some have been against his cause, but he has been able to continue to pound strikes into the zone, keep these hitters off balance.
Weaver steps off briefly. Resets. Now he's back on the rubber. Eyes the runner, the pitch. Liner over a leaping second baseman's head. Yates rounds third. He'll score. Heads up running by Draculich. He pulls up into second base. It's an RBI double for Draculich.
Well, and you see the benefit of being aggressive on the base pass. You had a runner at first with 2 outs. He's still second. Now he's in scoring position. Next guy gets up. Base hit to center field. Now you have 1 run on the board for Lehi.
Now Cole Ybarra looks to keep the lineup moving. First pitch fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Ybarra doubled and was stranded in the first inning.
Yeah, and Ybarra really got a hold of the ball he had. I would expect if he's seeing the ball as well as he did in his first at bat, we'll see a very hard hit ball right here.
Weaver's pitch misses inside.
I think we might need to keep a tally on Weaver's hat flying off as he's pitching here. I think I'm at least 5 or 6 times he's thrown a pitch and his hat's come off.
I was going to let it go. I've already had my old man yelling at clouds moment today. I think I get 1. Throw to second, checking on the runner. I think it's got to be the hair, you know?
Yep.
It gets kind of sweaty and everything's just loosey-goosey. I can tell you from experience that being a bald man, it's like Velcro. Yeah, it's tough to get the hat off. The count's 1-2 now on Ybarra. That was a good play by Weaver catching his hat on that delivery, though. Two and two.
You might have to bring one to Ybarra here and see if he can get a hold of one.
Misses just off the outside corner. Weaver wanted that pitch. Weaver needs to be careful. He's a little bit demonstrative when he doesn't get the call. Umpires don't like that. Makes it 3-2, 2 down. And Ybarra draws the walk. So following an RBI double by Draculich, Ybarra walks. Pioneers have runners on first and second for the cleanup hitter, Dawson Brown. And often you expect a cleanup hitter to be one of your big burly guys. Brown doesn't quite meet that requirement, but he does have some pop in that bat as he steps into the box. He's got 10 doubles and 3 home runs this year. He's driven in 23. You can see why he's in the cleanup spot.
He's got great speed and really good instincts as an athlete on the field.
Off-speed pitch finds the zone, 1-1. Brown was 2 for 3 this morning with a walk and a double. That pitch misses inside.
I'm really impressed with approaches from Lehi right now. They are going up with a specific game plan on each at bat. They're making Weaver work right here. Very impressed with Lehi so far.
Fouled out of play, even in the count 2-2. The home plate umpire gets a fresh batch of baseballs.
We talked about umpire preference. You could see him telling the Davis dugout to run the baseballs out to him.
Turns that one around. Going back on it is the center fielder, Owen Talbot. I'm not going to say Talbot looks comfortable on that play, but he makes the grab. That'll end the inning. As we head to the bottom of the third, Lehi scores a run to take a 1-0 lead. You're watching 6A High School Championship Baseball on KSLSports.com. Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Lehi strikes first. They score a run in the top half. 8-9-1 due up for the Darts. It's Strider Prouse leading off. Prouse, the designated hitter. Still on the mound for Lehi is Ryder Aki. Aki started the day. He had 4 appearances, 5 1/3 innings on the season. He's already into his 3rd inning of work and ahead 0-2 on the Davis leadoff hitter. Buries one in the turf, trying to get the chase, didn't execute the pitch. Prouse sitting at 319. Sends the ball high to left. Ranging over, making the catch is Yates. Good play by Gavin Yates. Got a good read on that ball.
Yeah, great first step, running to his left. As an outfielder, it's always nice to run to your glove side, knowing that you're going to get a little extra reach at the end if you need it. Was able to manage the sun well as well. Great outfield play by Yates.
Well, this is the same time of day. Yesterday we started talking about it where the sun can come into play. As it starts to drop down on the west side of the Utah Valley. Aki hits Baggett. So the 9-hole hitter reaches here in the 3rd inning with 1 out.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a mental letdown from Aki there. You got a 9-hole hitter up. You typically are going to challenge that hitter. I think he just let a little bit off. Unfortunately, just got up and in. Yeah, but great opportunity here for Davis. See if you can put some pressure on the Lehi Pioneers and maybe get a little something working in your favor.
Top of the lineup, the second look these guys are going to have at Aki. Let's see if Caleb Weaver is able to settle in. He started this game with a single before being stranded. Weaver is a junior. 1 more year of eligibility. There's the pitch. Misses high. Weaver tied with Jackson Marble for 3rd on the team with 27 runs driven in. Pop strike 2 out of play. It's the 1-2. Another foul ball.
Yeah, Aki might have got away with one there. That off-speed pitch stayed up. I think caught Weaver just off guard a little bit there. Those are that's candy to a batter if you can see that.
Again, misses high with the fastball this time. Evens the count, 2-2.
Aki changing speeds on each pitch here. He's been alternating slow to fast.
Weaver into the gap. Extra bases, it'll score a run. Tyson Baggett rounds third. Weaver sliding head first into third ahead of the throw. An RBI triple for Caleb Weaver, and the Darts even this game up 1-1.
Yeah, we just talked about how they have been alternating speeds. They just thrown a fastball, came back with something hard, and Weaver was ready for it, driving it into the right center gap. We have seen that all day today and yesterday. We have seen more triples in the last 2 days than I think I've seen in about 2 months worth of baseball.
Well, this outfield playing awfully fast. Anytime a ball gets by these outfielders, runners have time to move for days. Owen Talbot looks at ball one. RBI chance for Talbot. He leads the team with 38 driven in. Hitting .458. Bouncer to third. Hot shot. Williams. Throw is offline. So Owen Talbot reaches on an E5 throwing error. We'll see if that comes back to bite the Pioneers. Well, that was a good play by the first baseman, Ybarra, to recognize the throw was offline and just forego the bag and go and get the ball, because if that gets free, that's going to lead to a run scoring.
Yeah, you hear a lot of first basemen talk when they're practicing first base and the order of priorities, and having just been around a couple of first basemen more lately, I've heard it just simplified. The first thing you play is you go for the out and the catch. You go for the ball. If you can't catch the ball, you block the ball. If you can't block the ball, you go get the ball. And so what you saw there was that he knew he wasn't going to have a play at first, so his next priority is to keep the ball with him to not allow that runner at third to score. Did a great job. Unfortunately, it should have been an out. And 2 outs for Lehi instead. Now you have 1 out with runner at the corners.
Davis doing a good job taking advantage of mistakes here in this inning. It was Tyson Baggett scoring after he got hit by a pitch. Caleb Weaver tripled him home. Now an E5 throwing error allows Owen Talbot to reach. Weaver stays at third base on the play. Runners at the corners now with 1 down. Davis threatening for a big inning right now. Wally Grant coming to the plate. 3, 4, 5 due up next.
And if you're Aki, you just need to have it in your mind that you want to challenge a hitter. You are 1 pitch away from a ground ball, getting a double play and getting out of this inning.
The pitcher's best friend. Grant takes strike 1. Pitch in the dirt. Evens the count 1-1.
Yeah, my other thought is if you're Davis, you know you've got that force out at second, potential double play. Do you put even more pressure on Lehi, who seems to be floundering a little bit right now? Set your runner in motion from first to second. See if you can make something happen.
Gets the bunt down. Really good bunt along the third baseline. He's going to be safe at first with a head-first slide. Wally Grant with an infield single. The bases are loaded with 1 out. So Ryder Aki pitching into the third inning. Now he's in some trouble. Still no action in the Lehi bullpen. This game is all Aki for the moment.
Fantastic bunt up the third baseline. One play for your third baseman. It got to adjust a bit late. Gave him just enough time to be safe at first base.
Foul ball on the first pitch. That was a good pitch to hit. Marble just missed it.
Yeah, that's the pitch you want. Your Marble, that was the pitch you were looking for, and you just missed it.
And a reminder, Lehi has to win this game to stay alive. They'll force a do-or-die game tomorrow. If they lose, Davis advances to the 6A state championship game. So a lot on the line right now for Lehi. 0-2 is the count on Marble. It's Grant at first, Talbot at second, Weaver at third. Pitch misses inside, pops out of Manukin's glove. Checks the runners, the 1-2. Ripped foul. You see the dancing feet from the Davis third base coach down there.
Yeah. I want to see a repeat of last game. The umpire getting drilled by a line drive last game down the line.
Scary moment.
He ended up being okay, finishing out the entire game.
Just a rescue swing right there to stay alive. Fouls it back.
You talked about it last game. You know that the outside part of this plate's being called for strikes as a hitter. You have to protect. The best thing you can do right there is just foul it off.
Jackson Marble hitting .323. Fly ball right field. Draculich comes in. Weaver tags from third. The throw is cut off. Weaver scores. The Darts take a 2-1 lead with their second run in the inning. Interesting, Owen Talbot deciding not to tag up on that play. So now runners at first and second.
Yeah, Talbot's looking at third base coach. Third base coach is looking at him. Both of them just went, I don't know. Yeah.
If Talbot can come around to score, that run would be unearned. He reached on an error earlier in the inning. It's Brody McGuire at the plate. Takes ball one, evening the count. McGuire hitting .361, has 8 doubles. He's driven in 25. Swings right through that pitch out the outside corner, 1-2.
Good pitch by Aki. Right on the outside half.
And the runners take off. Throw goes down to third. Everybody's in safely. Counts now 2-2 on McGuire with 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, throw from Manukin looked really soft. When you see a throw like that, you wonder if there was batter interference. Home plate umpire all over it, immediately calling no interference.
Fly ball again to right field. Draculich goes back. Takes a couple steps in, makes the grab. Davis puts 2 on the board. They grab a 2-1 lead as we head to the 4th inning. You're watching 6A high school playoff baseball on KSLSports.com. Back at UCCU Ballpark, game 3 of 4 this afternoon in the 6A high school playoffs. Earlier today, Lehi beat Harriman 8-1 to advance to this game. In game 2, Riverton and Mountain Ridge faced off, with Mountain Ridge coming out victorious. Now here in the top of the 4th inning, leading off is Brandon Manukin. We've got a new pitcher for the Darts. Sam Sevi coming into this game. Sevi, a 6'1" senior. Sevi pitched yesterday in the win against Lehi. The loss again. What am I looking at? Bouncer fouled to third. Sevi pitched yesterday in the loss to this Darts team.
Umpire walking out to the mound to check the ball, make sure there's no tears or cuts in it. I remember as a pitcher, you'd get a foul ball like that, get a ball back that has a little shaving on it, a little bit of cut on it. You were so excited for that because you knew that next pitch was going to have abnormal movement on it. And you would try to ride with that pitch as long, or that ball as long as you possibly could.
I watched an interview recently with Greg Maddox. He was talking about pitchers today, how guys are so used to having a clean baseball, sometimes they'll get one that has that cut on it or something like that, and it drives them crazy because they just immediately ask for a new ball. And Maddox has thought as Mnookin draws a leadoff walk against Sevi, what Maddox's thought was, I want to throw that ball as long as possible.
Famous video, you find it on YouTube. You go watch the famous video of Greg Maddox throwing a two-seam fastball to Moises Alou that probably broke 24 inches and strikes him out. And Greg talks about it in an interview how that ball had a scuff on it.
Yep.
He was able to get him out, and then it was fouled off 2 pitches later, and he lost the ball. It was unfortunate because I'm sure he could have done some real damage with that ball if he could get it for more than one batter.
Jake Welch takes ball 1. Sevi misses outside. Sevi yesterday picked up the win. He went an inning and 2/3, striking out a batter and walking 1. We'll see if this Lehi team is any more comfortable against Sevi today after having seen him less than 24 hours ago. Still 2-1, Davis leads here. Top of the 4th. Davis with an appearance in the 6A state championship game on the line. Lehi has to win to force a rubber match tomorrow. Counts 2-0 on Welch. As Welch looks at strike 1. Sevi trying to settle in.
Sevi trying to find his rhythm. He pitched really well the other day. Trying to find his rhythm.
Checks the runner. Steps off. Sevi taking his time. A timeout taken by the batter. Freshman Jake Welch, good timeout taken right there. As a batter, you're standing there waiting for the pitch, tense for so long. Smart to put a hand up and ask for time. Looks at strike 2 now.
Well, you make a good point. A lot of times you'll see hitters just raise their hand for time and kind of start backing out of the box. The umpire has to grant you time. You don't get to just call time. So for those that are listening, make sure you understand that you have to wait for that umpire to yell time.
Popped up center field. Talbot's there. 1 down. There's Ozzie Williams. Williams popped out to short in his only appearance today. Throw over to first, back in safely. Strike one.
Now Sevi there mixing up his timing. Normally going with a little bit of a leg kick to home plate. Picks over, and on the next pitch, he quick pitches to home. Almost no leg lift, just starts striding down the mound quickly.
There's strike two. So at what age developmentally do pitchers go from the wind-up, and then you start learning the wind-up, the pitching out of the set, and different things like that?
Yeah, it depends on what leagues you're playing in, but most of the time that transition from 12-year-old to 13-year-old, you're going to start seeing leadoffs a little bit further back. Bases, excuse me, and when you see that, that's when you start coming from the stretch because they're allowed to lead off. You'll see some leagues as earlier as 10, 11, 12, they'll start teaching that as well, but as soon as runners are allowed to lead off, you are in the stretch position.
Okay. So it counts 1 and 2 now, 1 down. Ozzie Williams still at the plate. Fouls it out of play.
Yeah, I remember as a pitcher, you'd go into these counts where you're in the set position. You're so used to the windup, and you go to that stride where you sometimes you'll quick pitch or just barely lift your leg and it'll throw your timing off. And sometimes your actually timing is off as a pitcher with a leg kick. And so when you go to that quick pitch or that semi knee bend to then drive to home, it'll actually time you back up and kind of reset you as a pitcher.
Okay. It's so interesting, the different mechanics of pitching. That ball's up the middle, diving stop by the second baseman, keeps the ball on the infield, but it's a base hit for Ozzie Williams. No throw. Great job by Jackson Marble to keep that ball on the infield. Just by getting to that one, it keeps the runner at second base. He's not able to advance to third, so a good play.
Yeah, Marble had thoughts of web jam right there. He was hoping to be able to flip that to second base. You could see how frustrated he was that he couldn't get it out of his glove in time. Great play, keeping it in the infield and keeping the runners with the force out.
Now here's Cooper Williams. And that's a pinch runner out at second base coming in for Manukin, who had walked. It's Cade Bailey. Sevi checks the runner, another time called. Sevi really milking the clock here. Strike one, catches the outside corner.
Yeah, you see Sevi go back to his big leg kick right there. Sometimes with runner on second base, you go back to your leg kick because you can do the wraparound move. Again, as a pitcher, you're just trying to find rhythm.
Williams squares around, pulls it back, takes ball 2. Cooper hitting .288 this season. 3 doubles, 3 triples, and a home run. Some power, good speed. Driven in 13 RBI chance right now. Takes strike 2.
That's a tough pitch to bunt. So even though it is a called strike, a lot of times you'll see those high pitches that are called for strikes. Those are tough pitches to bunt on the ground. As a coach, I think I watch that. I see him take that and go, you know what? I'll take a strike and a chance to hit a ball right here over a pop fly.
There's the pitch. Full count, 3-2, one down. Pioneers still have runners at first and second. It's Cade Bailey down at second base, running for Brandon Manukin, who drew a leadoff walk. Ozzie Williams at first. Cooper Williams having a battle with Sam Sevi. We can close the book on Davis starting pitcher Caleb Weaver. He went 3 innings, giving up 2 hits and a run. As again, we see these teams preparing for later in the week, trying to keep arms fresh. Wheels and fakes to throw to second. Oh yeah, it looks like Davis had a little bit of a trick play on them right there. They were trying to get Bailey to think the ball had been thrown into center field, and he wasn't going for it.
No. And you know Lehi and their coaching staff has been around a long time. They have covered situations like that. Runners know exactly what to do. Pick up your base, coaches. Understand the situation. When you're in doubt, just go back to your base.
And Cooper Williams draws the walk to load the bases. Great at-bat by Cooper Williams. Now Gavin Yates. Big opportunity now for Yates. We'll see if he'll face Sam Sevi.
Now, we have seen it earlier in these games today and yesterday that when the pitchers move quickly and work quickly, the defense stays on their toes, allows the game to go a little bit better. You see a little bit crisper play. But right now with Sevi, we're seeing a really slow-paced game. He's getting a couple timeouts called on him from the hitters. It's almost like, he's just holding back time, just trying to either find a rhythm, calm himself down or something. Right now, for Davis, you've got bases loaded with 1 out, and it feels like the game is just dragging. If you're Lehi, you're looking to break it open right here.
Double barrel action in the Darts bullpen. A left-hander, that's Cannon, a senior up, and a right-hander, Christensen, both throwing. Sevi has loaded the bases in his first inning of work, 1 down, facing Gavin Yates. Bouncer towards first. Good stop by the first baseman. Flips to the pitcher, and he can't get to the bag. The run scores. It's a close play at first base. Gavin Yates beats the throw down the line. It was Wally Grant making the diving stop. He rolls and flips the ball to Sevi, who may have been covering a hair late, but he looked like he was there.
Yeah,
Tough call against the Darts.
That's a bang play. Umpire is right there watching all of it. I believe Davis's coach is asking for an explanation whether he beat it, whether he didn't touch the base. He wants to get an explanation of how that runner was actually safe. Umpires are convening now to chat about it.
And I think we might have a situation here where the coach is just simply asking, ask the other guys for help and see if anybody else saw something different. So they're going to have this conversation. What did you see? What was your angle? A lot of times what you get is people focus on and feel like the umpire is watching the bag to see who's safe, but what the umpire is actually doing on those calls more often than not is they're listening for the sound. You've got the 2 different sounds, a foot hitting the bag versus a ball in the glove. In this case, you are kind of looking at the bag because you've got the pitcher covering, but the umpire has a lot more things that he's looking at than just when the foot touches the bag.
Yeah, well, and he's also having to make sure that the covering base, the pitcher there actually gets his foot on the bag. That is a tough play for an umpire. It's also it is hard if you're on defense to have that play called against you, or even if you're on offense and it doesn't go your way there. But it's put Lehi back on the board to tie this game, and still 1 out, bases loaded.
Well, Cade Bailey comes in to score on the play. Now the top of the lineup, Mays Madsen, batting with 1 out and the bases loaded. Chance for the Pioneers to break the dam wide open. It's Madsen ahead 3-0.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can clearly see that Sevi is not comfortable. He's pretty frustrated right now.
And you wonder if this is going to be Sevi's final batter. There's strike one to Madsen.
And with Madsen at the plate and you're Lehi, you are happy about this. You know he's got a 3-1 count. Sevi's got to give it a really good pitch to hit here. Ooh.
That's what Madsen was looking for. Can't get to it. Just underneath the ball. Fouls it back. Now 3-2. Williams at third. Williams at second. Yates at first.
I know we're in the fourth, but this is a big pitch.
Misses inside. Madsen draws the bases loaded walk. And you get the always exciting bases loaded walk bat toss from Madsen.
Can you tell there's emotion in these kids right now? They know what's at stake. Lehi knows what's at stake. Their season is on the line.
What an emotional day for these kids. They start their morning off by graduating on a baseball field.
Mm-hmm.
They win a baseball game 8-1 to stay alive in the state playoffs. Now they're facing Davis, a team that they faced yesterday. What an incredible comeback by the Pioneers, and Sevi is coming out of this ball game. A rough outing for Sam Sevi. Looks like the darts are going to go to the left-hander Spencer Cannon, so we'll take a break. We'll be back with the numbers for Spencer Cannon, the left-handed hurler for Davis. Bases loaded. Lehi leading 3-2 with one down, top of the fourth inning. We'll be right back with more high school baseball action on KSLSports.com. Spencer Cannon, the left-hander, coming into this ball game, making his 17th appearance. He's 2-0 with a 2.8 ERA. Cannon's thrown 20 innings this year. He's given up 12 runs, 8 have been earned. He's struck out 15 against 4 strikeouts. He's coming into a tough spot right now, bases loaded. The number 2 hitter for Lehi at the plate, Boston Draculich. Lehi trying to break this game open. Takes ball 2. And it feels like a home field advantage for Lehi, coming about 20 minutes over the mountain, whereas Davis has to travel more than an hour, and you can tell the student section, the fan base has traveled from Lehi there, here, letting the Davis pitchers hear about it. Draculich ahead 3-1.
Nope.
And Draculich draws the walk. So back-to-back bases loaded walks, forcing a pair of runs. As Cooper Williams scores. Now here's Cole Ybarra. Ybarra's been seeing the ball really well. Roped a double in the first inning, drew a walk in the third.
It's like he was taken all the way there.
The thing you can hang your hat on if you're Davis right now is, you know, even if you do end up losing this game, you're not eliminated. So if you fall behind big, you wonder, as a bouncer to third bobbled, they're going to get the out at third base. So they'll get the force out, a run scores. It's now 2 down in the inning, runners at first and second. So that'll be scored a fielder's choice, 5-3. Gavin Yates scores on the play. Madsen is erased. Draculich advances to first. Or advances to second. Oh, 5 total. 4 in the inning. So we've got another delay here. Davis's coach comes out to have a word with his catcher. just trying to get things settled down. Anything that they can do to stop Lehi right now. The Pioneers have 4 runs in the inning. They've come back from behind 2-1 to lead 5-2. And somehow, if we look at this, taking a look at the score sheet, leadoff walk, a single, walk, single, walk, walk. 2 base hits in the inning. And Lehi's managed to score 4 runs because the Darts struggling to find the strike zone. That pitch well outside.
Yeah, teams with pitchers who throw strike give themselves a good chance of winning. If you do not, you're always going to be playing catch up.
Just misses that ball. I would guess Brown's eyes got real big with that pitch.
Needs to change his approach here with 2 strikes. Go ahead and put a ball in play.
Manukin comes out of his crouch to snare that ball. Sorry, that's McGuire. Counts 2-2. Dawson Brown is the 9th Pioneer batter to hit in the inning. And he gets hit by a pitch. And they're going to say Brown leaned into it. I agree with that call.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to see. He definitely didn't try to avoid it. He turned his back to it, but at the same time looked like he'd motioned towards home plate. Umpire all over it.
It looked to me like Brown did turn his body, but he dropped that front elbow just a little bit to get hit by the pitch.
Now we've got a discussion.
And I guess my question would be, I thought that is an out if you intentionally get hit by the pitch.
Yeah, I'm uncertain of the rule, and I believe that's the discussion that Davis's head coach is having with our umpire right now.
So I think he gets the explanation he needed, heads back to the dugout, and we'll continue play with a 3-2 count. 2 down here in the 4th inning. Runners in motion. Brown puts the ball to left. Dropping, and the catch is made. Tyson Baggett gets to that one in fair territory. But the Pioneers score 4 in the frame. They lead 5-2. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. You're watching high school baseball on KSL Sports. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spending Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on all eligible purchases. But great rewards are just the tip of the iceberg. Convenient online mobile banking. No hidden or complex qualification requirements. No minimum opening balance. And 0 account fees. It's a big deal at Tab Bank, member FDIC. Leading off here against Ryder Aki in the bottom of the 4th, it's Carter Garrett. Garrett pops the first pitch out behind third base. The shortstop is there. Madsen makes the grab, 1 down.
Your team puts up 4 runs in the top half of the inning. You come in, throw 1 pitch, get 1 out. That is a great feeling as a pitcher.
Something we've talked about a lot this week is after your offense puts some runs on the board, you come out and have a shutdown inning. It does wonders to build the momentum. So Aki misses inside against Cayman Sanchez, the Davis shortstop. Hard hit foul.
If you're Lehi, you're looking at this, you are into the bottom of the 4th inning, and Aki, who has not pitched many innings this year, is still out on the mound challenging hitters and getting you outs. This is great scenario for you, knowing that pitching is going to be a premium for you as you have to play a lot of games and not very many days.
Pitch fouled back, counts 1-2. Every out Aki can get right now just adds depth to this Lehi bullpen.
Well, you can tell the different approaches in pitching in this game. Davis, who has played less games and has yet to lose in the state tournament, has a constant presence in their bullpen, planning on using a lot of pitchers today. If you look down in Lehi's bullpen, there is not even a soul down there. No personnel at all.
There's the 2-2. Fly ball left field. Got a bad read, comes in, tries to make a diving catch. Yates unable to get to that ball. Off the bat, Yates took about 2 steps back before realizing that ball was dropping quickly. Almost makes the diving catch, can't get it done. Cayman Sanchez reaches for the first time.
Yeah, that's one of those balls as an outfielder. You read that ball was absolutely tagged, and it was hit just an inch or two further on the end of the barrel, and it was dying as soon as it came off the bat. Tough to react from that.
And that's a difference from the metal bats versus wooden bats. With metal bats, wherever it hits on the bat, it usually sounds about the same. Whereas if a wooden bat, you can tell if it's off the end of the bat, if it's on the handle, or whatever it is. Little nubber to first. Throw goes to second. It's wide. So back-to-back errors. The Darts have runners at the corners with 1 down. So an E7 allows Cayman Sanchez to reach. And Strider Prouse reaches first base after a throwing error from Cole Ybarra.
Yeah, and Cole just trying to do a little too much on that play. Great fielding of that ground ball, trying to get the lead runner at second. On that play there, you know you've got your lead runner. Make a good throw. At that point, you know that second out at first base is kind of gravy. What you don't want to do is give them, let that play happen without an out. And that's exactly what happened.
Lehi riding high after a 4-run top of the 4th inning, but they can't afford to give it up. You want to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, the Darts are not in their position, having not lost the game in this tournament thus far, for a reason. They are a good team. They are a team that's going to hit the ball and score runs. And if you give them extra outs, they're more than likely to put more runs up on the board.
Tyson Baggett looks at strike 2. Ryder Aki still going strong here in the bottom of the 4th.
Davis fans not excited about that strike call in the outside corner.
Misses high.
And now Lehi fans not excited about that no call on that breaking ball to upper part of the zone.
And we break even. So 1-2 count, runners at the corners.
Yes, he
not able to check his swing, strikeout. Tyson Baggett's retired. It's Caleb Weaver now. Weaver started the game on the mound. He went 3 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. He's 2 for 2 at the plate, singled in the 1st inning, hit an RBI triple and scored in the 3rd. Now Weaver perfectly placed ball through the hole on the left side. RBI single for Caleb Weaver. And Davis is on the comeback trail.
Great job by Weaver. You know you need a run in this inning. You could almost tell just by the presence he had in the box there that he was going to get the job done.
So 2 errors in the inning coming back to haunt the Pioneers. Pitch drops in for strike 1. This is Owen Talbot. Talbot reached on an error back in the 3rd and was stranded.
And if you're Aki here, you know you've got a few runs, like at least 1 or 2 runs to give. You don't want to give them to him, but you just settle down here. You got 2 strikes. I'm sorry, 1 strike. Oh.
So that's going to be a balk as Aki loses his footing. It's always scary to see that because it looks like it hurts. But Aki appears to be okay. It's just a balk. Both runners advance, so 2 in scoring position now. A lot of times the balk call can be very questionable, to say the least. That one, not so much.
That one was pretty obvious. And I think the Lehi's coach is coming out just to see the state of the mind of Aki right here. Based on his reaction, you want to make sure he's okay. He didn't catch an ankle or something like that, but also just to come out and say, hey, you all right? Yeah, I'm good, coach. Okay, all right, good. And you just look him in the eyes, and then there's that look a coach can give a player that just says, hey, I know you're good. We're all good. All you got to do is take a deep breath right here. We'll get an out. Just go get an out.
Well, and the coach can learn something by how you respond, too, the confidence, the tone in your voice. You might say you're okay, but if he can hear that something different. Oh, and Talbot,
nice
diving
play.
stab at third. Cooper Williams. Throw not in time. Talbot's with a head-first slide. A run scores. It's 5-4.
What a play by the third baseman to knock that ball down and nearly make that throw to first. Tough play. Way to hustle out that ball down the first baseline to make sure to not get that third out and allow that run to score.
So Davis claws back 2 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They're trailing 5-4 now. Still looking to add on more. 2 down for Wally Grant. Grant, 2 for 2 this afternoon with a pair of singles. And a quick hole, 0-2 against Aki. Still seeing a lot of activity down in the Davis bullpen. Nothing doing in the Lehi pen. Talbot takes off, ball fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Talbot's been out in front of each of these pitches, pulling them foul down the first baseline. See if he can wait back just another half beat, time it up. Talbot takes off again, bouncer to second base. Smothered by Williams, that'll retire the side. And not before the Darts get 2 runs back. Making a game of it, we head to the 5th. It's 5-4. Lehi in front. You're watching 6A playoff baseball on KSLSports.com. Back top of the 5th inning, we had an eventful 4th. Lehi scored 4 runs in the top half. Davis answered with 2 more in their half. It's a 5-4 ball game. We head to the later innings in the top of the 5th. Leading off, it's Brandon Manukin. Manukin leading off for the 2nd consecutive inning. He drew a walk in the 4th. Yeah, after seeing pretty clean baseball all day yesterday and the first 2 games today, the defense on both sides in this one have had a bit of a letdown. Only see 1 error on the board for each team, but there's been a handful of plays on both sides that could have and probably should have been made.
Yeah, you can see that both teams were pressing a little bit rather than what they've been doing really well all tournaments, is playing loose, playing good fundamental baseball, trying to do a little too much.
Do you think there's any element of nerves as we get deeper into the tournament?
Yeah, I think there is for sure. I mean, that's why I would say, like Lehi, who's played a few more games, you'll see them like calm those nerves. but they also understand that their backs are against the wall. If they lose, they're going home. Whereas Davis can play a little bit more loose, but also Davis has, just hasn't been in as many games as of right now. And so a lot of the time you just want to go find a rhythm. And right now I don't feel like either team has really found a rhythm for this game based on how we've seen him play earlier in the tournament.
And Mnookin strikes out looking. He's retired for the second time today. Jake Welch will hit. Welch, nothing for two. Grounded out to short, flew out to center field. Still Spencer Cannon on the mound for the Darts. And strike one. I wonder if this is the umpire saying, is he checking the ball?
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to say, hey, you got to make sure I give you the go before you pitch.
That's what I was
thinking.
thinking.
That was a pretty quick pitch by the pitcher here, but it almost looked like he was just checking the ball, but it might have been, hey, wait till I'm ready, and walk back.
Could have been, but let me take the ball so I'm not showing you up, but slow down. There's the 0-1. Bounce to short. Bag it to Grant. 2 down. After a big fourth inning, 2 quick outs for the Pioneers in the 5th. Lehi has 5 runs on 5 hits, 1 error in this ball game. Davis with 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. And as we said, a handful of plays both directions. They could have been made in this one. So Ozzie Williams look at strike one. Williams walked and scored, singled and scored in the 4th.
And we talk about the play not being as clean as the other games. Either way, both teams have been committing errors and just not playing as clean baseball as they have played in the past, which is kind of even this game out for each team. So a lot of times you'll see teams take advantage of errors and really be able to put teams down. But at this point, it's a pretty even match.
Count goes to 3-1. If Ozzie Williams can reach, it'll give Cooper Williams a chance to bat. And he does. He draws the walk.
By the end of this tournament, we need to go back to the scorebooks in these last 2 days and look at the amount of 2-out walks that happened after 2 quick outs. I feel like we have seen that quite a bit during the last 2 days.
It's now 5 walks issued by the Davis pitching staff today. That's a tough number to give up and still win ball games. Cooper Williams, that ball bounces off the mound, and a fortuitous bounce for Jackson Marble at second. He steps on the bag to retire the side. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Lehi leading 5-4. You're watching KSLSports.com. Are you ready to unlock your full athletic potential? At Athletic Potential, we specialize in helping athletes conquer pain, recover faster, and achieve peak performance. Whether you're a professional, collegiate, high school, travel ball, or recreational athlete, our tailored approach ensures you're stronger, faster, and more resilient. From personalized physical therapy to sports-specific performance training, we guide you every step of the way. Plus, with remote coaching options, expert support is always within reach. Don't let injuries hold you back. Visit athletic-potential.com to schedule your free consultation today and take the first step towards your best performance yet. Bottom of the 5th inning. Fly ball out to the gap in right center field, touches down. So it's a leadoff single for Jackson Marble.
That ball just found the gap between the outfielders. No chance either one of those outfielders is able to make that play.
This outfield is so big, especially for high school athletes. There's just an awful lot of ground to cover on anything hit into the gap. There's Brody McGuire. First pitch, swinging foul ball. Ryder Aki into his 5th inning of work. High fly ball. Medium depth center field. Catch is made by Brown. Aki continues just plugging away.
Yeah, outside of last inning or the last 2 innings, in the 3rd and the 4th, Aki has been producing outs and challenging hitters. Ran into a little trouble in the last few innings. A few extra plays from his defense, and he's probably out of him. He's done a great job coming into this game.
You know, we pulled up the numbers before this game started, and Aki had 4 appearances before this game. Had gone 5 1/3 innings all season long. And so the thought up here was naturally, hey, maybe it's a bullpen game. Maybe it's an opener, something that you hear in Major League Baseball a lot recently. But no, Aki has taken the reins and gone through this Davis lineup, now bordering on a 3rd time. There's Carter Garrett. Look out on the concourse, that ball bouncing around.
Little UCU or UCCU pinball going on right here. That ball ricocheting off one of the metal girders and coming straight back to the back of the heads of Davis's fan base.
Foul ball! Looked like that might have hopped over the first base bag, but the umpire's right there, calls it foul. Carter Garrett just misses a double. Garrett hitting .380 to start the day. High fly ball, left field, foul territory. Gets over the railing into the bullpen. Garrett nothing for 2, grounded out to second and popped out to short.
Yeah, and just watching the fact that there is still no personnel in Lehi's bullpen, you can tell Lehi's plan was to go with Aki basically until you couldn't go with him again. And he has done an excellent job coming in this game with Lehi's back up against the wall. A loss sending them home. He has done everything they've asked him for.
It's hard hit ball right field. Underneath it, Draculich makes the grab. That ball on a line, but Draculich positioned well.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely crushed. Probably one of the hardest hit balls we've seen all day. And as a baseball player, if you played any amount of baseball, you know it happens like this. You'll tag a ball just like that, and the right fielder will have to take 2 steps and catch it. It is by far one of the more frustrating things you can experience in baseball.
Yeah, but that bloop in the next at-bat feels really good. Pitch misses outside. Snap throw to first. Everybody safe. 0-1 is the count for Cayman Sanchez, the Davis shortstop. I don't know if I've ever seen Cayman used as a name besides the islands, but I like it.
Yeah, different.
Big fan. That was the 1-1. Sanchez, strike 2, swinging. Sanchez scored in the 4th after reaching on an error. High pop, first base side, ranging over is Ybarra. Can't make the grab. Ybarra never looked settled underneath that ball. Wasn't tracking it very well.
Yeah,
Sanchez has new life.
Yeah, that is a tough ball for a first baseman to catch. As a second baseman, that is your ball if you can get to it. I did not see where the second baseman for Lehi was playing. He's going back to his position now. I can see why he didn't get to it now. He is playing about 10 feet from behind second base.
Roller through the hole on the left side. Base hit, Cayman Sanchez, his first hit this afternoon. Keeps things alive for Strider Prouse. Prouse hitting .319.
Now coming to bat, number 23, Strider Prouse.
Fly ball center field. Brown is there. Retires the side. We head to the sixth. Lehi leading 5-4. You're watching high school baseball on KSLSports.com. Back to UCCU Ballpark. You're watching 6A high school playoff baseball on KSLSports.com, the home of all of your prep sports action in the state of Utah. Across the valley, the 5A baseball championships taking place at Miller Park on the campus of BYU. 5A and 6A softball state championships happening all week long. And up at Westminster, downtown Salt Lake City, the 4A, 5A, and 6A boys lacrosse state championships. And then tomorrow on Thursday, May 22nd, the 4A, 5A, 6A boys soccer state championships will be held at America First Stadium, the home of Real Salt Lake and the Utah Royals. The championship season in full bloom for high school sports across the Beehive State. And KSLSports.com and KSL Rewind bring you all the action. So leading off here for the Pioneers, the top of the sixth inning. Believe that is Gavin Yates. And a new pitcher for the Darts, Croydon Christensen, coming into the game for the first time. It's the second time in 2 days we've seen Christensen throw. Christensen making his 19th appearance. That ball popped up. It'll get over the screen. So Christensen in 19 appearances has a 5.88 ERA, a 4-1 record. He's thrown 25 innings, given up 33 hits, 22 runs, 21 have been earned. He struck out 32 against 17 walks. Make that 33 strikeouts for Croydon Christensen as he retires Gavin Yates, the Pioneer leadoff hitter.
Yeah, great pitch there. He was not anticipating an inside pitch, just completely froze him.
Now Mays Madsen gets a turn. Madsen walked in his last plate appearance. Madsen actually drove in a run with that walk. It was back-to-back bases-loaded walks for the Pioneers in the fourth inning. Counts 1-1. Good framing right there by Brody McGuire. Looked like that pitch might have been off the outside corner. They get the call.
Yeah, I don't think you can hit that pitch. That pitch was far outside, barely clipped the back edge of the plate. Great pitch.
Shoots it the other way for a base hit. Mays Madsen, top bat, continues. He's aboard with a one-out single. Now here's Boston Draculich. We'll have
leaning at the mound, not sure if hasn't made a look down to the bullpen yet. I know he just came into the game, so I'd expect it was just a hey, here's what we're going to do. We've talked about this before. Head coaches know when to make mound visits. It can settle a team down. It can refocus a team. It looks like he's going through one by one, talking to each player, not just the pitcher.
And is having a quick word with each of his infielders as the home plate umpire heads out to break up the evening fireside here in Orem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always kind of a fun thing to watch. Is some umpires will give you more time. Some umpires are really strict on the amount of time, and there's a lot of judgment call from the umpires. So you'll see it every once in a while. The coaches will go out there and get as much as they can, and some umpires will be all over it, and some umpires will just let you talk as long as you need to.
Stepping in, Boston Draculich. On that note, I do a lot of work with the University of Utah baseball team, and their manager, Gary Henderson, has a habit. He'll walk out with every intention of making a pitching change, but he will not signal to the bullpen until the umpire comes out to break up the conversation. So he'll stand on the mound for 30 or 45 seconds and then point to the bullpen as soon as the umpire says, hey, let's go.
Yeah, he knows that by doing that, you're getting 2, 3, maybe even 4 additional pitches from your bullpen pitcher in the bullpen as he's warming up, and that'll give him another about 5 or 6 out on the mound. Coaches know how to work that, and a lot of times you'll see it as it's almost manipulative, but it's not. It's just them just trying to manage the game. They need a guy who wants him. They know that pitcher needs to be able to throw as many pitches as possible in the bullpen, but they need him fast. Head coaches can find a way to get a few more pitches to warm up.
Well, yeah, there's times when you would be amazed how slowly a coach can walk from the dugout to the mound.
Make it almost to the chalk line, forget something, turn around and go
oops.
back about it. Hey, somebody come give me that,
You've never seen that before, have you?
No.
2-1 count to Boston Draculich. Misses outside, now 3-1. And a 1-out walk drawn by Draculich. Brings Cole Ybarra to the plate. Again, free passes. Coming back to haunt Davis. Six walks issued by the Davis Darts today. The end of the line for Croydon Christensen. He's going to come out of this game. We'll have the 5th pitcher of the afternoon for the Darts. When we come back, you're watching 6A baseball on KSL Sports. Junior Caden Sanchez now pitching for the Darts. Sanchez started the game at short, now on the mound. Caleb Weaver, who started the game for Davis on the mound, takes over at shortstop. Sanchez checks the runner at second. Deep fly ball, that's hit well. Carrying, the catch is made at the wall on the warning track. That ball was about 5 feet shy of a 3-run home run. Instead, it's just a loud out. Madsen tags up from second, advances to third on the play. The Darts appeal to second, trying to see if Madsen tagged and left the bag early. He did not. But a good play by Tyson Baggett, going back, finding the wall, and then gathering himself to make the play. 2 down in the inning.
Yeah, I thought we had our first home run of the day right there. Ball just died on the warning track. Great catch up against the wall, fighting the sun.
Now here's Dawson Brown. Madsen at third. Boston Draculich hangs at first on the play, so runners at the corners. Great opportunity for Lehi to add some insurance. Brown falls behind 0-2. Fouled out of play. Count remains 0-2. Dawson Brown looking for his first hit today. Popped out to first and has flown out twice. Time called. Sanchez steps off the mound.
First base runner and first base need to tie his shoe. My coach would always lean over to me and like, hey, why don't you double knot it this time?
The runner takes off. And it slides safely into second base without a throw. Good awareness by the Darts, looking for the trick play on the stolen base attempt for the runner from third to take off and try and steal home. Nothing doing, so now 2 in scoring position for the Pioneers with 2 down. It's a 1-2 count on Dawson Brown.
Ooh.
Fly ball deep right field toward the line, and the catch is made just shy of the warning track. Carter Garrett has just enough room to make that grab. We head to the next half inning. Lehi still leading 5-4. You're watching high school baseball on KSLSports.com. Welcome back, UCCU Ballpark, Game 3 of 4 this afternoon. The Lehi Pioneers leading the Davis Darts 5-4. It's a win-or-go-home game for the Pioneers. The Darts will live to fight another day either way. If Lehi can hold on, they'll have a rubber match winner-take-all tomorrow afternoon, 4:30. If the Darts are able to come back and win this game, they'll advance to the 6A championship game. But the story right now is Ryder Aki. Started this game with 5 1/3 innings under his belt this season. He is now into the 6th. The first out he records here will equal his entire season output. A fly ball to center field, caught by Brown.
And Aki has done a great job continuing to get ahead of hitters and pound the strike zone. He has given Lehi exactly what they needed out of him today, coming in for their second game of a doubleheader. We'll see if he can continue to keep these hitters uncomfortable and get some outs.
Can't help but think how important this start from Aki could be if the Pioneers can hold on this game. Just the wear and tear that he's saving on the bullpen, and that combined with just the rules and you know, with guys pitching and the need to sit in high school baseball, it's so important what Aki is doing right now.
Yeah, he's giving his team a chance not only to stay alive in this tournament, but also to maybe do well going forward.
So Caleb Weaver at the plate right now. Top of the lineup for the Darts. It's Weaver's 4th plate appearance. He's 3 for 3. Swinging a hot bat. Waves at strike 2. Fooled by Aki on that one.
And that is the first swing of Weaver today where he did not look comfortable in the box. Just completely fooled on that pitch right there.
Well, check swing, fouls the ball away to stay alive, still 2-2.
Yeah. And then you watch him do that, and he knows that's not a pitch to hit, fouls it right off, right back to looking comfortable in the box. Weaver's had an exceptional game. Let's see if he can get a lead or a hit right here.
Shoots it the other way, caught by Ybarra at first. Again, positioned perfectly. A line out for Weaver. Here's Owen Talbot.
Yeah, and Weaver again, great swing on the ball, barrels it up, just hits it directly at the first baseman on a line. Great day at the plate for him.
Hit that ball on the screws. You can't ask for much more than that. Talbot started the day hitting .458. He's reached twice on a single and an error. He's 1 for 3. Takes strike one. As Aki now has retired more batters today than he did all season. And fools Talbot with the off-speed pitch. Keeps that breaking ball low in the zone. Even if Talbot can get to it, there's not much he can do with it. Here's the 0-2. That's gone! Jai-ho! Owen Talbot with a home run. No doubter to left. The Darts tie this game 5-5. We've said it, Mike. The ball has started carrying a little bit better this afternoon. And you see it right there off the bat of Owen Talbot.
Great swing, saw the pitch all the way, full barrel contact, and exactly what Davis needed. Tying the game on one swing of the bat. Fantastic job by Davis.
Talbot connected with that ball. I looked up at Gavin Yates, and he just turned and watched it fly. He didn't even move. Here's Wally Grant. See if Grant can keep things going. It's the 7th home run of the season for Owen Talbot. Grant, that one gets in on the fists. Fly ball caught by Draculich to end the inning, but Owen Talbot with a solo home run ties the game. We head to the 7th. It's 5-5. You're watching 6A baseball on KSLSports.com.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Cayman Sanchez still on the mound for the Darts as we head to the top of the 7th inning. It was Owen Talbot tying this game up with a solo home run, no doubt, off the bat to left field. That's the first home run over the wall we've seen in the last 2 days. 7 games now. We saw 1 home run yesterday of the inside the park variety. But Owen Talbot has put a charge into that ball, tying the game, and now Lehi's going to have to dig deep. Brandon Mnookin leading off. And he takes ball 1. Still have Cayman Sanchez on the hill. Caleb Weaver continues to play short for the Darts. Mnookin fouls that ball back, 1-1.
At the plate for the Pioneers, number 15, Brandon Mnookin.
Tapper foul, 1-2.
You saw the pitcher shake off that pitch call, go back to an off-speed pitch. Catching Mnookin out in front on that. Good idea to switch that pitch up.
Another foul ball. Count remains 1-2. Mnookin walked. The pinch runner that came in for him came around to score back in the 4th inning. Good stop by the third baseman, Cam Moody. That's a freshman making that play, and look at the stretch across the diamond from Wally Grant.
Now that's the type of play we're used to seeing out of Davis. Freshman with a good pick at third base. Long throw to first. Short hop with Grant. Full split. Digging the ball. Great job by Davis.
Now Jake Welch coming to the plate. Welch is 0 for 3. We're on the verge of back-to-back extra inning games right now. Neither of these teams can score. It'll push us into free baseball once again. That pitch misses outside, counts 2-0 against Welch.
I'm curious to see if we'll see Aki in the bottom of the 7th. We had some activity in the Lehi bullpen. His pitch count's up over 90. He's only really made one big mistake in the last couple innings.
Welch takes strike 1.
Lehi faithful not exactly excited about that call.
And that one misses inside, so Welch draws the 1-out walk. Doing a base runner for Ozzie Williams now. Williams singled and scored in the 4th. He walked in the 5th inning. It was the bottom of the Pioneer lineup that started the 4th inning rally when they scored 4. Began with Brandon Manukin leading off with a walk.
Well, and it was that same rally that we saw Lehi decide to be a little more aggressive on the base pass. I know it's later in the game, you're tied up, you don't want to give them any free outs, but at the same time, apply some pressure. It may work in your favor.
That ball makes it 1-1. Still just 1 down in the inning. Strike 2, catching the inside corner. Sanchez getting the job done after coming into the game as the 5th Davis pitcher of the afternoon. It's a good stop behind the plate, Brody McGuire. Pitch a little high, runs the count full. Here's the 3-2. Lift it to left. Bag it, makes the grab. 2 down. Now Cooper Williams will bat.
A good battle there on both the pitcher and the hitter's part. Both trying to throw different pitches and battling it off. And Davis coming out ahead.
Cooper hitting .288. Looking for his first hit. He was hit by a pitch and has walked and scored. Officially 0 for 1.
We've seen defensive formation from Davis where they'll shade their center fielder a little bit more towards left field, but when they do that, they push their right fielder actually closer to the right field line. Thinking if he does go the opposite way, it's probably going to be an inside-out swing or potentially something off maybe the handle. We've seen it a couple times now, and they've made that adjustment. It just leaves a massive hole in right center gap.
Counts 2-1 on Cooper Williams. Ducks out of the way of ball 3. It's a big miss from Sanchez. Falls behind 3-1. See if Williams gets something he can do damage with. And another walk, the second free pass in the inning. It's now 8 walks.
Yeah, I think this is probably the biggest contrast we've seen from the first time these two teams played, is that we just didn't see as many free passes, especially from the Davis side. Davis was making them earn everything, and now with 8 free passes, this is keeping Lehi in the game at this point. The reason why we have a 5-5 tie going into this inning.
Now, between defensive struggles and walks, Davis really fortunate to still be in this game. It just goes to show the depth of their lineup and how quickly that offense can strike. Ball 1 off the outside edge to Gavin Yates. Yates is 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the 4th inning rally.
Oh, got him.
Almost hit by that pitch. He was. So that loads the bases. A huge hit by pitch. And the top of the lineup, look who it is, Mays Madsen.
Yeah. Third base coach for Lehi looks right at Mays Madsen. Basically gives him the, hey, calm down, make sure you get your pitch. Quick mound visit from the catcher here for Davis. Gives time for Madsen to go talk to his third base coach.
Madsen singled in the 6th. It's his only hit in this game.
Lehi fans pumping up on their feet right here, hoping for some fireworks out of Madsen.
The first standing ovation of our Wednesday. Oh, this is fun.
Oh, got hit.
And Madsen gets hit by the pitch. Another bat toss from Madsen as he gets an RBI on a hit by pitch. Lehi takes a 6-5 lead. And this crowd is elated. Jake Welch comes in to score, taking a 6-5 lead. Sanchez looks flustered right now.
There is a pitcher up for Davis, and the bullpen has been throwing for a few minutes. Head coach for Davis just walked straight back into the dugout after that.
Sanchez facing Draculich. Ball 1. The Lehi faithful still on their feet. Great environment for high school baseball.
Woo.
Nothing like a home field advantage at a neutral site.
Yep.
Here's the 1-1. Misses wide.
Yeah, I set the picture a little bit. You have a tremendous showing for Lehi and their fan base. Davis has traveled well as well, but they are quiet and all seated while Lehi is on their feet right now.
Draculich swings at strike 2. He's walked twice today, so you know he's patient at the plate, has a good eye. He's going to make Sanchez throw him a strike here. Tap or foul. Draculich stays alive. A base hit likely scores 2. Every run is huge right now. Missing high and inside, full count.
High tension moment right here, 3-2. You're going to see runners in motion.
4. So another run for the Pioneers. It's the third walk in the inning. Cole Ybarra come to the plate. Bases still loaded. Cooper Williams scores. Gavin Yates advances to third. Madsen to second. Draculich to first.
No motion in the Davis dugout to come get Sanchez. He is on his own right now to try and go find this last out.
Lehi does not have a base hit in the inning. They've only put 2 balls into play. Both have been recorded for outs. Every base runner, it's a walk, a hit by pitch, and another walk. Looks like that's going to get into the bullpen. Foul ball. Count goes to 0-2. The crowd was ready to explode on contact.
Yeah, the Lehi faithful want a base hit that's going to score 2 or more runs right here. Davis is looking to get out of the inning with just 2 runs of damage.
Ybarra doubled back in the first inning, his only hit today. Takes ball 1 high. Popped up, first base side, ranging over, trying to make the catch. McGuire can't make the play. And again, the Darts give the Pioneers extra life. It's not an error, but it's a play that probably should be made. You know McGuire's kicking himself.
No, I mean, you've said it. That ball needs to be caught with the situation you're in. Bases loaded. You've already let up 2 runs. You cannot let that ball touch the ground. That has to be the 3rd out of the inning.
Crowd still on their feet. Here's the 1-2. Misses inside. Cayman Sanchez just trying to find it right now.
Got him.
And strike 3. Sanchez gets out of it. The Pioneers score 2. They take a 7-5 lead into the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll be right back with the final half inning. You're watching KSL Sports. 2 moves to tell you about as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitching change. Ryder Aki got the job done. He goes 6 strong innings today and gives way to Mays Madsen, the senior right-hander. Madsen, the starting shortstop, coming to the mound. So that means Jake Welch, the designated hitter, takes over at short. Due up here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Darts, the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the lineup. Jackson Marble, Brody McGuire, and Carter Garrett, as Madsen pipes strike 1. Oh! Mays Madsen, a comebacker. He gets a glove on it. Not able to make the play. He throws the ball away into right field. A break for the Darts. Madsen got his glove up, and it was just protection. I don't think he was even meaning to make a play on the ball and got fortunate.
Yeah, that's self-preservation. He is lucky he got a glove on that. Otherwise, we'd be looking at a potential injury here. Almost was able to make a play on that, but that was a comebacker that was just heading straight for issues for Madsen. Shows how athletic he is to be able to get that glove up in time to knock it down, nearly make a play.
And that ball was hit so hard it nearly knocked Madsen to his backside. He's not able to hold on to it. But yeah, you're just happy that Madsen was able to protect himself on that play. That is so dangerous. A pitcher's worst nightmare as a comebacker.
Yeah, we're happy he's okay. He's got to turn it around now. He's got a runner at second, nobody out.
He's going to throw a warm-up pitch here. It's hard to fault Madsen for throwing that ball away, but if we look at that play again, I think what you would want Madsen to do is after he's dropped that ball, he's going to be so rushed, it's probably a better idea just to eat it.
Yeah, at that point you want to have a runner standing on first base, potential double play ball. Now you've got the tying run at home plate with a runner at second.
You can see Lehi shading McGuire to go the opposite way. McGuire takes strike one. Brody is 0 for 3 this afternoon, 3 flyouts. 2 to center, 1 to right. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman able to make the play. Ozzie Williams loses his footing. Still makes a strong throw to retire McGuire. Marble advances to third on the play. Here's Carter Garrett.
Yeah, good job by Williams here to knock this ball down. Even though he lost his footing to recover and get the out, you've got to record an out there. Make sure that the only runner on at this point is the runner at third.
RBI base hit. Carter Garrett cuts the lead in half. It's 7-6. Still 1 down. Mays Madsen trying to nail down the save. Keep Lehi's season alive and force a rubber match tomorrow afternoon. The Darts trying to come back and end Lehi's season.
Yeah, and I know you can look at this at the winning run is at home plate right here, and you've got to be conscious of that. If you are Madsen at this point, you do have a force out at second. And I believe this mound visit is going to be how do we maintain that force? What's our plan if this runner does steal, if they lay down a bunt, those type of things. This is just to make sure, again, we've said it all day long, these mound visits are extremely important at this time. The game can speed up, and this is where a manager, a head coach of a team can come in and slow everything down, remind the guys, hey, we've done this in practice. We've practiced for this. We know what we're supposed to do. Just because the game is in this situation doesn't mean we change any of that. This is why you practice. So great job by head coaches here, knowing when to go out and talk, chat with your team, give them a little words of encouragement, say this is what we're going to do, and just remind them.
You've got to imagine the Madsen's heartbeat's a little fast right now after that comebacker. So again, it's good to have that conversation, a few seconds to slow down and take a few deep breaths, re-engage and lock in. With Cayman Sanchez coming to the plate.
Well, if you're Sanchez, after giving up 2 runs in the top of the 7th, you are wanting a chance at redemption, and here he's got it.
Pitched low beneath the zone. Madsen gets the sign, checks the runner. Ball 1. Ball 3 again in the dirt. Ball 2, apologies, counts 2-1. Garrett takes a lead off of first. That pitch hits Sanchez. So again, after putting 2 runs on the scoreboard, Lehi falling apart in the bottom half of the inning. Darts have 2 runners on. They've already scored 1. Only 1 out for Strider Prouse.
Now coming to the plate, number 23, Strider Prouse.
Prouse, the designated hitter, hitting .319 this season. Madsen recalibrates, strike 1. Straight back to the screen. 0-2. This would be a huge punch out if Madsen can get it. Outside corner, strike 3 looking. Madsen gets the strikeout. 2 down. The Darts down to their final out.
Yeah, Davis hitter upset about that call. We've seen it time and time again throughout every game. That outside corner has been a great place for pitchers to go looking for outs. And it's not that the umpires are giving them extra down on that side, maybe a few inches, but you've got to know as a hitter that guys have been punched out all day long with that, and you've got to go protect him. Big moment here for Lehi. 2 outs, tying run at second.
Darts sending a pinch hitter to the plate. Hitting for Tyson Baggett, it's Gavin Jacks, the senior. So Jacks with an opportunity. The tying run on second base, the winning run on first. And Jacks waves at that pitch well off the outside edge. That's a good look from Mays Madsen, assuming that Jacks is probably a little bit jacked up right now coming into this game. It's an overexcited hitter to chase. A timeout called by Jacks at the plate. Jacks hitting .231 this season. He's only got 1 RBI. Quick word between Mnookin and Madsen on the mound. Getting their signal straight. Counts 0-1 on Jacks. 2 down, runners on first and second. Pioneers lead by 1. A Lehi win forces a do or die rubber match tomorrow afternoon. Strike 2. As the Lehi crowd explodes, they're on their feet. I think these Lehi fans would be delighted to come back down tomorrow. Madsen steps off.
Yeah, I don't see a single Lehi fan that is not standing. Davis side, all sitting a little more tense.
Foul ball. Garrett, the runner at second, took off on the pitch. Had a great break. Probably would have had third stolen easily. Jack stays alive, fouling that ball back. Ball 1. Madsen misses outside off the corner.
If you're Madsen, that's exactly where you want that pitch. It's about 5 or 6 inches outside. You're hoping for a chase. He didn't get it. He's still got a 1-2 count.
I think you go right back there again. Popped out to right. Draculich is there. The Pioneers win. They live to fight another day, handing the Davis Darts their first loss in the 6A baseball tournament. That forces a do-or-die rubber match tomorrow afternoon, 4:30. These two teams will be back at it, and what a game. Between these two programs, the Lehi Pioneers squeak out the 7-6 win. Takeaways from that one?
I think, well, let's just go back. Aki for Lehi, what an outstanding adding pitching-wise, able to come in and get 6 innings of work. And just, I think what we saw today was that Davis came in feeling pretty good, and Lehi found some momentum in their first win of today, came here, and what we also saw from Lehi is experience. This is a team who won it last year, is coming back. Coaches know how to coach. Everything is looking good for Lehi. Found momentum, was able to get the job done, and lived to fight another day.
Hey, you mentioned it off the top. Aki comes out with 6 strong innings for the Pioneers, and that really sets them up well for tomorrow afternoon. That leaves them with a mostly full bullpen, and it should be a great matchup between these two teams tomorrow. 4:30, the Pioneers and the Darts. But for today, let's wrap this one up. Lehi picks up the 7-6 win. The Pioneers finish with 7 runs on 6 hits. Davis scores 6 runs on 10 hits, but comes up on the short end of the stick. That'll do it from us for Game 3. We'll be back in about 45 minutes with the 4th and final game of the day. It's the American Fork Cavemen, the number 1 seed in the 6A bracket, taking on the Mountain Ridge Sentinels in a rematch from earlier this season. I'm Brian Priest. He's Mike Matthews. You're watching high school baseball on KS.